Hi there, Hilary here for Waterlogged on behalf of saltwateraquarium.com. If you are just joining in, this is my brand new tank. It's a Red Sea Reefer 425 and I'm doing a build series. In this episode, I am going to go ahead and put the skimmer in and I'm going to install the return pump. Now, we're gonna do the skimmer in the second half, but the first half we're gonna go ahead and do the return pump. Now, for the pump itself, I used to have a 180-gallon aquarium. This is the CJ Syncra SDC that was on that. Since I'm not gonna be setting that 180 up again because it was cracked, I'm gonna go ahead and repurpose this pump. Now, the pump, when you get it, it comes with a whole bunch of different pieces. So I kept all of those when I originally got it, and now I'm going to be able to reuse those. That said, if you're watching this video, you probably have heard the news that Red Sea has released a whole set of new stuff for their tanks, and one of the new items is a pump to integrate with this whole system. So hopefully by the time you're watching this video, you should be able to pre-order those pumps, which are actually also CJ pumps. But let's go ahead and get started with this one. Okay, so when we are doing this part of the install, you're gonna need a couple of tools. First, you're gonna need a set of pipe cutters. If you don't have these, you can use a really sharp knife. You're just gonna wanna make sure that you're able to get a good, solid, even cut across the pipe. Next, you're gonna need a set of pliers so that you can crimp down the clamps for your hosing. Now, you can order these on Saltwater Aquarium. As you can see, you get a whole bunch of them in the pack, but you want to make sure that they are the plastic ones. You can get stainless steel clamps at your local hardware store or even online, but even though they're stainless steel, you run the risk of them breaking down and rusting in the future, so play it safe, go with the plastic ones. Now, to do this, I'm gonna go ahead and put the pump itself into the sump, and I'm gonna measure about how much of the hosing that I'm going to need to go from the pump all the way up to the return piping in the tank. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, as you can see, I went ahead and measured it and marked it with a Sharpie. If you have a tape measure, you can also measure it that way. I'm gonna cut it with a little bit of extra just in case. Okay, now that I've got this cut, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the pump, and because Red Sea is smart enough when they did their plumbing, it's pretty easy. I can unscrew and quickly disconnect the piece of plumbing so I can attach it all together and then stick it back in the sump. All right, now that this is all hooked together, we're gonna go ahead and get it installed in the sump. All right, the pump itself is installed. I still have to install the controller, but I'm gonna do that a little bit later on when I get all of the electrical up and going. So let's go ahead and get this skimmer set up and installed. Ooh, I like this packaging. Wow. Ooh, look at that. These are the largest rubber bands I've ever seen. Whoa, that's a lot of skimmer. I gotta use a manual. Okay, I gotta say, that's cool. I've seen a lot of different skimmers working in aquariums and working at local fish stores, but this looks nice. I can't wait to get this set up. And this must be the pump. Now, if you didn't already know, this skimmer is also run with a Seche pump. Make sure that you get this nut tightened down all the way. You need an extra turn and a half until it's secure. Make sure that you get this nut tightened down all the way. You need an extra turn and a half until it's secure. This guy goes like this. Ooh. Fancy. I should have been prepared. It said click. Every time it said click in the instructions, it's super loud. All right, I have this thing together and I gotta point out a couple of things that I'm really excited about. See this little viewing window here? It's pretty cool. The reason they have this is so that you can see how high up the neck that the foam is on your skimmer and decide whether or not you need to adjust it. But something else that I really love and I don't know that I've seen before is you can see this piece in the center. On the edges of it, it's got these two little rubber blades, and if you spin at the top, it allows you to clean the inside of this chamber. If you've ever had to clean a skimmer cup before, the inside of it gets really gross and you always have to stick your hand in there and get that clean, you don't have to get messy with this one. You can just twist and it cleans. Another thing that I really like on the back of this one, or wherever you have it set up, it's got this hose so you can drain the skimmer cup. You don't necessarily have to take this whole thing off every time, so you could just get your bucket and open this valve and you could just drain the skimmer cup. All right, here it is. It is in the sump. I'm so excited. I feel really nerdy. I don't think I've ever been able to say I'm really excited to use a skimmer, but I'm actually very excited to use this, and mostly just so that I can twist this and clean out the inside of that skimmer cup. All right, guys, this is going to conclude this video of installing the return pump and the skimmer in the sump. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you come back and watch the next video. Stay tuned. We got some exciting stuff coming. All right, this has been Hilary for Waterlogged on behalf of saltwateraquarium.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.